Hey there, folks. Greg Shepard here, S&A Financial Services. For those of you that don't know me by now, I specialize in helping those in higher education get the most out of that oftentimes confusing higher ed retirement plan. So today's video, I'm going to help you out a little bit when it comes to the TIAA Traditional. And let me reframe this. So the question that it has been posed to me is, what can you do with the money not dedicated towards that lifetime or converted towards that lifetime income on the TIAA Traditional side? Okay, can you do anything with that money? The answer is yes, but it depends on the contract. Okay, so what I'm going to do, there's been some confusion as to what you can do per contract, and this is why a lot of you folks have been doing a great job in contacting me and going over your contracts and asking me what these acronyms are, these GSRAs, RAs, RCs, RCPs. They're very important in dictating what's going to happen with that TIAA Traditional, assuming you have TIAA Traditional in those contracts. So without me hemming and hawing more, I have my cheat sheet here, so forgive me. I want to make sure I get all the information delivered your way. So what we're going to do, well, we'll start with the illiquid contracts. So we're going to talk about the illiquid and liquid contracts. So the liquid contracts is very simple. If you have TIAA Traditional in the liquid contract, as the name implies, it's a liquid contract. The TIAA Traditional is liquid, okay? You can do whatever you want with it. You can do the lifetime income annuity option, or you can roll it over 100% lump sum to an IRA. So it's liquid, okay? It's about as simple as I can make it. The illiquid contracts, this is where it gets a little tricky because there is a rule that states upon separation of service, doesn't have to be retirement. Okay, there's been some confusion on that. So upon separation of service inside the GRA and the RC, so it's a group retirement annuity and retirement choice contract, upon separation, doesn't have to be retirement, within 120 days, you can take that money and do a lump sum rollover to an IRA, but you're going to incur a 2.5% penalty, which I'm not advocating this. None of this is investment advice, folks. This is just information. May not be such a bad thing, especially if you've had that TIAA Traditional for a long time. Folks, that TIAA Traditional compounds on a daily basis. So start doing the math. You got to figure out how much you've made, of course, in the TIAA Traditional per year, and then start doing some math with the 2.5% haircut or penalty that you'll incur with that lump sum transfer to an IRA rollover in most cases, okay? So you can do that 120-day rollover, a lump sum distribution rollover to an IRA inside a GRA and an RC, not the RA, which is a retirement annuity, okay? Lump sum withdrawals are just not available in that account, okay? It's not my rules, it's theirs. So I'm just reading this, make sure I get all. Yeah, the TPA. So you have to do lifetime income option, of course, but we're not talking about the lifetime income option. Your only option with that RA, with the TIAA Traditional, is the 10-year TPA paid out over 9 years. Okay, it's as simple as it is. If there are annual distributions, typically made to an IRA, so it's a non-taxable event, typically, not always, most of the time, that 10-year TPA. And by the way, some of these other TPAs, you got the RC, which is a 7-year, okay, 7-year TPA you can initiate. The GRA is going to be a 5-year TPA if you initiate that. But again, the RA is going to be a 10-year TPA paid out over 9 years, typically directed towards a rollover IRA. Then you can extract monies from that as needed, assuming you're retired and you're wanting to take money. That's about. There's some other notes here, but that's pretty much the bottom line. I just want to make sure you're clear on that 120-day lump sum distribution, not in the RA, not available. Okay. So I just want to make sure everyone's not confused over that. Please, by all means, you all have done a great job of contacting me. Also, I want to mention I'm starting up this webinar series. We'll see how that rolls out. I'll put a link down below if you want to sign up for that. We're going to go over real life options and probably take a couple popular topics that you all have posed to me over the last few months. Okay, try to get it all, mash it in probably about 45 minutes or so. Again, the link to that should be below. That's all I got for this video, folks. Greg Shepard here, S&A Financial Services. Go out and have a good one. All right, take care. Bye-bye.